But it is going to be this matchup watching BB Team face off against Talon. Elimination series. They're trying to get it out of our heads, but it's in the forefront of ours. As Toronto Tokyo will start with that disruption, tries to get away from Akashi. A bit of a strange drafting thing. It feels like two teams with very clear identities for what they wanted to accomplish.
Yeah, we're talking about confidence, elimination, comfort. That's what we're going for here. And if I'm thinking comfort, I'm thinking a little bit of Makoto Puck or some Makoto Ember. And BB Team, they saw the same thing. They slapped up that lion picker like, all right, what do you got, Makoto? What do you want? Did he hesitate at all, though? No, the puck is still coming mid.
Right, and that's what you want to see, right? You see a lineup that, okay, they've already sort of preempted this pick that we're going to take. We're going to take it anyways because we believe in our identity and what we're going to do. We'll see if it ends up coming to fruition or not. But definitely Talon, with like what Winter and Jacobs were saying on there, the very strong team fight-oriented lineup. And then on the other side for BB Team, it's this Luna. Can she both get out of this lane that Paladai feels like they've put together a pretty strong one on the side of Talon to deal with her, and then later on just become that indomitable force in the mid game. We'll see.
Plan here, yeah. I mean, it's for the talk of the town, like the panel said. So, but Paladai, it's beatable. Okay, that's the plan. At least he thinks he is.
Yeah.
He thinks they can defeat the Luna. We also finally get to see this Void Spirit versus Puck. It's something, at least for us, that pretty much every time we see a Puck, it gets banned out. But that Luna, yeah, she's starting off to a hot start.
Yeah, Saika taking it down. Of course, Nightfall is the name that many people might know him by as well. But starting off at a decent clip there, being able to take down that Phoenix. And need to watch for how this one goes. That menace ability on the Shadow Demon, always super annoying to deal with.
Yeah, we got some pretty interesting facets all around, right? We got the Dying Light on the Phoenix. It's always a fun one. So obviously was flying a little bit too close to the Sun on the Death on that one. And we have our Melee Lion, right? Everyone's waiting for the big fist of death, of course. It's not just a finger, it's the whole fist. That's the plan here. So we'll see if Save can make that work.
Everybody's got a plan till you get punched in the mouth. That's the saying. And certainly hoping to make that one happen. Right now in the mid lane, 12-4 on that Void Spirit versus 9-1 for the Puck as we are kind of keeping our eyes around here. Makoto still willing to play a little bit far forward and getting that little bit of extra damage out onto GPK, who is somewhat low right now actually, but just doing all of the phase shift dodges there from Makoto. So we've been accustomed to seeing against the towers.
Yeah, it's not necessarily the hero you think of when you think of GPK, the Void Spirit. It's got like less than half as many games compared to his Storm, but I mean, it's still a Spirit hero. He still played it a lot, and specifically when he's going to play it, it's probably going to be in this matchup most of the time, so not too surprised that he's doing quite well here.
No, not at all. But is seeing that, at least for now, the Luna is actually the one that is a little bit behind in that lane, although there is, taking into consideration the kill that she got as well. CSing, it's still very even across the board there. And we'll see how Ponyo is able to deal with this pressure of a very annoying Beastmaster Lion lane. I gotta say, as far as like heroes that you hate to play against in the laning stage, Lion is just very annoying if you can't manage to kill him.
Especially with the voice lines, he's constantly just taunting you, so he's a real nuisance. Like, he doesn't do as much damage as a Hoodwink or something, but it's truly the mental damage that comes into play here. But we talked a lot during the draft about just like how were they going to round this out here, like with this Train Protector, what was going to be the safe laner, maybe that Drow, like this idea that you had there in terms of just like actually being able to kill the Luna, but they really did go all in on the team fight here. So that's kind of what we're hoping to get to. Like Winter talked about on the panel, he's saying that if they can get through this laning stage, then you should have the tools here to win pretty much any team fight starting off on even ground. That being said, some of these like one-to-one matchups, they look pretty tough. Line into the puck, right? You don't want to fight fair if you're BB team.
No, not at all. And you can see they're taking away that water rune. Makoto now in a little bit of trouble, but should be able to just throw his orb out, secure the other water rune in just a moment if he wants to do that. Yeah, I think that's the thing, right? Well, I was sort of wondering if maybe Drow is a better answer to Luna, but the thing that the Shadow Fiend gives you is that big ulti to combo together with all the other ones that they've got on their side. The only question mark is what happens as soon as anybody comes to the Shadow Fiend's lane. He's like this giant pinata of gold that's just waiting up top there for anybody to rotate and kill because he just does not have an answer to it.
Yeah, and instead of being like a Treant Protector, he's more like an IO this game, right? Like he's got to just stay and chill next to his SF and make sure that life is good.
No, it's very much defend Kashi for all it's worth, because he is going to be a very susceptible to those ganks, and particularly like playing against a Void Spirit. If there's one thing that this hero does really, really well, it's make those early rotations, and well, in trouble, ends up going down.
He went in for the body block on the camp because he didn't want it to spawn, so, I mean, it's a death, but it had its purpose. He's trying to ensure that this wave is going to stay close for Akashi, and he's going to be able to get some farm here because you cannot have a broke SF.
Oh, but if he ends up getting broken, that's even worse, so they go down on the tree and then also lose the SF. Pinata.
Oh, that's the most painful support moment. It's like died for nothing. You just had to stay at the tower, but the problem was it's a Beastmaster, so he's already like double denying with the boar, so he can't just like stay at the tower because that wave wasn't just gonna like freely push in. So yeah, they're playing this extremely well on BB team.
Not a surprise considering their reputation as far as their laning stage goes. 1,000 gold separating the two as both supports going to rotate towards mid. Makoto going to be left out on an island. He does have level 6, but now with people moving in, they've got the initial jump found, finish.
I didn't think that was going to reach.
Damn.
I was getting close. Well played. No chance of escape.
Oh no. Oh god.
This is looking a lot like a PA game I saw yesterday.
Jeez, Ponyo, not you too.
Oh, Miro, get him.
Oh,
walk him down.
Man, that is really rough.
I mean, it's just simple math. He's got a skill with axes and it's a tree. Like,
dude, and the rugged facet or innate too. He's blocking everything. Oh man. Trent, it ain't looking great for the start of this one, at least for Talon. They need to get through the lanes, but I mean, they're kind of just getting washed out through these lanes.
They most certainly are. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to get to that point. Yeah, this was their big hero, like Paladai said in the interview there, the Sand King, right? Yeah. Top of the board right now in terms of last hits. So that is going pretty well for the hero. Maybe old WS here can bring them back into this game.
The other thing, too, they didn't get their Wisdom Runes stolen. I mean, that's something that we've seen when these 2K gold leads happen at around this stage. If you lose your Wisdom also, that's when it becomes really bad. And when you have all of these, like, big team fight spells that you're sort of relying on in the mid-game, you have to get there as quickly as possible. So, signs of potential life out there. It's like a telescope scene, like, oh, there might be water there.
Yeah, we're going to have to send a... they're going to need a rover to find the shadow, but he's way back there. That tower is just getting pushed and pressured right now. I mean, you think about a puck in the mid lane, right? Like, what do you love to see as a puck? You like to see heroes coming into the tower early so you can rotate in, get these dream coils, fight and defend your lanes. Not happening here. No, Psychic comes through. Just going to take the free farm here. Miro can just jungle it up a little bit, help take this tower. And what can you do in return as Talon? That's the question here. And they're having a hard time finding an answer.
Denied obs, that's good.
Nice.
Whatever you can find.
You should put that up on the board. That's, you know,
yeah, it's a win.
6-1, we'll say, 0.5.
They are at least keeping Shadow Fiend safe now, if not super farmed. Oh, the fantasy points, look out. Psych on the move. Should have switched him over. Goodness. He is, yeah, he's very, very large and in charge right now. And the other thing, too, is the farm speeds only increase over time for this next little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you got Toronto Tokyo back. Like, this is a map that is free for BB team, so your SD is just stacking. Like, Psychic comes back to the Twin Gate, has the Mask Mask. He is just going to farm his way to these Ancients on their side of the map. He is going to be so huge this game. It's like they're never going to cross the river.
I know.
When does Talon come across the river?
I mean, level 6s maybe, but honestly, you still need, like, some form of initiation beyond just the puck.
They're going to need a great...
No. Oh, no, not like this. That was a freebie, man. Oh, jeez. Yeah, they're having fun.
Yep, yeah, that much is apparent. All right, here we go.
This is something.
Get some of these stacks up.
Oh, is he going to get roared? Yeah, I think Ponyo's just dead now, too. As they'll move in, get a little bit of help from GPK. 8-0. This is an execution.
Yeah, Makoto's face kind of says it all right now. Oh man, what am I gonna do?
They need the 6s, right? Supernova.
Sir, he's level 8. He has not cast Dream Coil yet.
Oh no! Oh god! All right, Yoakum.
We're past level 6, Gabe.
I'm saying the supports need level 6s. They need level 6s. You got to get some help from the rest of them. Oh no! Are they gonna die too on the tree? They pull him in. Find it, save, looking for his opening, and okay, surviving. It is an amp damage on Void Spirit, which is very scary. I mean, yeah, you gotta stop the bleeding. It's tough for Talon right now.
Oh. They're trying to pressure the bomb tower with the Sand King, but Psych is just down here. He's not going full AFK mode. He's just going to keep protecting. And it's actually BB team who are going to continue getting a bit aggressive, probably just assuming that they're likely going to attempt some sort of a play towards their Luna. So
Sand King WS nearby. He is level 8. They're heading over towards the Phoenix. Save can set up this kill pretty easily. There it is. Earth Spike, done.
Don't worry, at the same time, Toronto Tokyo also stacked the Ancients again.
Okay, good to know.
I just wanted to keep you updated.
Yeah, he's getting pretty big. Miro might take some of those away, honestly.
Oh yeah, go ahead. There's no time for Psycho to get over there. He's too busy just providing some extra damage on these kills.
Well, now up to a 4K gold lead. Waiting for Talon to find the levels that they need on the supports to take a fight. The scary part about it is that for BB team, as Miro is cleaning those out, if Talon ever do sort of fully commit and use all their ultimates and win a fight, it's a really long time until they're going to be able to make another engagement happen. So like it has to be the perfect fight for Talon, and then also they need to not lose more in the next like 2 minutes as Supernova comes off cooldown and all the rest of it.
I mean, you think about these fights, how they're going to go though. I mean, this Beastmaster Ags, as the observer showed, it's already there. I mean, he's got Ags and hundreds of gold right now to finish up those stacks. I mean, so like the drums of Slom are coming.
You're not wrong. No, definitely.
Do they even have the damage to kill him?
I mean, if you egg, if you puck, if you bring in the
they cast every spell.
If you cast every spell, Miro will die.
All right,
but
that's a good bar.
I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. And again, like you can look at the Sand King. In spite of all of the deaths, they're actually keeping his net worth somewhat close. He's a ways away from the pipe. The pipe timing is gonna be very important, but it's still a little ways away. That recipe always costs so much.
I mean, this truly could be a lot worse.
Yeah,
I know. It's 10-0, and it's only a 4K lead. Which, yeah, I know we are heavy on the copium right now here, folks, but it is truly still possible right now.
I mean,
Akashi's been completely like unharassed since he went to the jungle, which is very good news for them.
I mean, the pinata is inflating again. That's what pinatas do, right?
I think so, yeah. Sounds right. Inflating with candy.
We'll see if they can manage to get him to the levels that he needs to make everything work.
All right, so they're invading for stack number 2.
Makoto.
Oh, he's in trouble. Oh!
They get him right in the edge, and roar everything used done.
Dude, that was the greatest buff line I ever got. It's so fast.
It's really, really disgusting.
Gone are the days of needing to hex every time. Also, I think he lost vision for a second there when he cast that, by the way.
He might have.
Because that looked disgusting.
The game does feel to be playing itself right now for BB team. Talon, ooh, wait a minute now. Psycho away from the rest of his team. It does not appear to matter, because it doesn't. I don't think Talon want to make anything happen. They're too worried about stuff. They want to hit this pipe timing for the Sand King and fight around that. Espanio gonna make the big long move all the way for the Wisdom Rune.
Oh, he's lumbering.
Okay, this is nice. This is what they need.
He's gaming hard here. Gets the ward down too. Boom, big stuff here. Double Wisdom Runes. Huge Ancient stack as well for WS. He's gonna go take that down. Doesn't look like BB team are coming over. We are recovering here, folks.
I mean, look, Treant's got a blood grenade. All the damage helps.
Boom.
Every little bit. You never know when it's going to be the little bit that you need to finish that fight. I mean, there really isn't much else that you can do right now for Talon. You can see the win probability.
That's the Wisdom Rune, too.
Right, exactly. That little drop off there. Double Wisdoms there is helpful. And, like, you know, they are going to scale with the levels that they get. But you're just getting so many more items from BBT.
His Blink Ags.
Yeah, it is. 14 minutes. Okay, TP out. Are they looking for a fight now? No. But maybe. No.
But no.
They're not. No, they're not. Now, Shadow Fiend still, he's waiting. I wonder what item he wants. He's just going straight into the Yasha after the Mask of Madness Dragonlance.
Yeah, he knows his role.
Roar. Found.
Pipe. Oh, he can't even get it off.
Bro, that one hurts.
The chain stuns have just been ridiculous. Like, the Puck, now the Sand King, they just don't have an opportunity. You're buying this pipe, can't even use it.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. If Miro gets the pipe, like, Talon might not get any kills this game. Legitimately.
It's been a while since we've had a shutout.
I think they have to take a fight before this pipe gets done on Beastmaster, because that's all of their damage. Like, that's everything.
You know what makes it a lot harder to get kills? And Aegis.
That's true.
Yeah, they have a Beastmaster, so this is easy to get.
Bro, they are... they are ready to go on BB Team, as that is going to be a 16-minute Roche. And Beastmaster is crazy farmed, Luna is crazy farmed. They move over now, or they're smoked up. Are they really going to try and take the fight here? They don't even have all their heroes.
Hey, no one expects you to come in right now. This is a team spirit play right here.
Bro, they are all together.
I mean, what do teams do when they get the Aegis? They spread out, okay?
Toronto Tokyo is right behind. If they drop everything on Miro right now and then he just gets disrupted. The rest of the team is starting to get together a little bit. I don't know. It feels like they were looking for a pick and then realized they couldn't do it.
No, I think that ward saved them. That one that Ponyo placed earlier when he went for the Wisdom Rune steal, the fact that after Aegis no one backed and was farming down there, let them know, oh, hey, they're actually still together up here. Like, sure, they're missing the Luna, but they didn't immediately split up.
Now, they are still up on this high ground. WS, Ponyo nearby. They see Miro. They just can't go for it. Yeah, there's no opportunity here. Even though there's no Luna in these fights, Talon feel like the fight has to be absolutely perfect. 7,000 gold lead now.
Another smoke coming in. Blink roar. Oh, Ponyo. He breaks the smoke up. They have enough sentries here that he feels confident he's going to get away.
Okay. That keeps Makoto alive, probably. More time spent to farm up.
Actually, they weren't ready for the shard.
Toronto Tokyo, okay, using abilities and dead. Miro jumped in, put the kibosh on that. Now they find Makoto. He's got to be careful. Burrow Strike goes through. There it is. Requiem out. The damage, the first kill, it's on the Aegis. Can they get anything for the second round, the second salvo? They don't have the damage that they need to take down Miro. Starting to fall lower and lower. He will go down. They're on the board. Talon, can they find more? Makoto looking, hunting, wanting to take down Safe. The huge Earth Spike! Oh, Makoto doesn't manage to dodge the damage as GPK is going to be found. He went in a bit too far. 3 go down, and now if they can catch Toronto Tokyo also, maybe an opportunity here to get back on the board. Toronto Tokyo triple kill for Akashi, and oh, Saika not quite there with the team.
They are doing it. They are making their way back in this game. Look at this gold in the Shadow Feed. That pipe was so clutch by the Sand King. The way that fight played out, it doesn't look that great because you're taking down the Aegis first. It's on the Beastmaster. The Luna's like towering on this high ground, about to drop eclipse on your heads. But the pipe, it kept them all alive.
Oh man, and it all started just a little
look at these illusions too, right? Like little illusions in the back, give them an idea, and you think, oh hey, we got the Phoenix, no egg, easy fight, right?
And then the buyback too. They decide to go on Makoto, but they have enough people there to help out. And then once you take down the Beastmaster, the second time around, everything started to look better.
WS so close to losing it there. But then they're kind of like trading out who's in the front as they're like slowly burning through this pipe. Insane stun though from Save. This was terrifying. You know, if this combos up with everything that, like, if GBK
if Luna was
everything
there,
ready,
right? Luna's on the other side of the map. He left. Imagine if Luna's there hitting as that stun comes out.
Yeah, but there were creeps over there.
That is a good point. That is a good point. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, so Cycle was busy.
Oh, I imagine if he had this BKB at that point, you know, you're probably going to go in, but nonetheless, it's still an incredibly big lead for BB Team. As
I mean,
take this tier 2.
That should have been the nail in the coffin, I feel like. A fight like that, Phoenix dead, with the Aegis, I think it's shocking that they managed to get anything out of that fight for Talon, let alone, like, dwindle that lead down a little bit.
Right, well, and now they have this pipe on Miero too, which starts to create a whole new set of problems. Demonic Cleanse on the Shadow Demon is a good pickup for him. Yeah, the pipe is really good, but you can see that little blip there. Maybe some things happening. There's an opportunity.
So much XP to get back. The XP is like even.
It's kind of crazy.
It's like a 200 gap or something. Because they've just been playing so tight on BB Team, right? Like all these times they're thinking like, oh, can they punish or something? Like they're getting lots of gold, but they're still playing very clumped.
20 minutes in, Makoto's showing. Save just out of range with GPK nearby. It's going to be the 21-minute Wisdom Rune. As they are smoked up in 3, are they going to try to find a pick here? This is pretty hard to do, although save is showing. On the other side, Toronto Tokyo gets the other Wisdom Rune. Oh, that's got to be frustrating.
Yeah, they went for the risky one here. And now as you're sitting here trying to gank with Blink Coil, there's a Manta on this Void Spirit, so yeah, that delivery makes this much harder. Obviously, they just straight up don't have the damage to kill anyone either. With these two heroes, at least. No one important.
You need a 5v5, and you need it to be like a pretty clean engagement. Although, as shown in that last fight, they still have the tools with the big team fight abilities. If Yokun can get to level 12, that'd be a pretty nice increase for him there.
And look at that, double Philosopher Stones here.
Oh, and
the
Crimson
supports. Huge.
Crimson Dun is also very big for Sand King. I mean, they've got the team fight-oriented items that you want, and you look on the side of a BB Team, and it's only the pipe. I mean, you've got a lot of other carry-oriented things going on there, which obviously are going to be strong, but the team fight potential there with the Sanjin Yasha done and the little mini Chrysalis on the Shadow Fiend.
Yep, and as you're winning the fights, right, you have that facet on the Shadow Fiend with the presence of the Dark Lord. You get one kill, the aura goes up, you get another kill, aura goes up.
Hanyo breaks smoke. They blink away. It's like the one standing up in front. And of course, you know, as Talon, you have your own ways of dealing with BKB. You can save that tree ult for the perfect moment, potentially.
Jeez. Saika does not want to play this slow, though, huh? He's not even going for the Conda. He's not even with the little pokes and everything, the Lucent Beam. Like, yeah, straight up, I want that day. Oh, never mind, he changed.
Okay,
He
yeah.
had Dayless Q for a while. It's like, that's kind of wild. The Conda is just so ridiculous.
I mean, that is something I think Fear mentioned, that he's not played it a ton in the pubs recently. So maybe some, you know, trying to figure out what the best build is that he wants to go for. Eyes on the Conda at the moment.
Just had to reload his guide up.
Exactly. Well, also the Philosopher's Stone on the side there of Toronto Tokyo. You can imagine later on getting Aghanims would be a really nice pickup for him as well. It's a 9,000 gold lead. At this point, still very, very strong on BB Team. But you can see if they can keep this gold lead around this point for a while, maybe some stuff could work. Although now in some trouble, that's a tree dead. Got to get out with everybody else. But Eclipse down.
Yeah, and your Sand King survived.
Yeah. All magic damage.
I notice a trend here.
As Invis Rune gets taken by Makoto, they'll try and dodge away, push out all these side lanes. And almost, I think, now level 3 ulti for Akashi.
Yep.
But he's wanting to just be like that big, tall, strong Shadow Fiend. We're not going magic build it in this one at all. It's all right-click physical.
Yeah, it feels like trying to take advantage of the fact that you have the Phoenix too, right? Like now you have the Shard, so you're gonna have that Sunray, a little bit of help to stand tall. But yeah, still an uphill battle here for them for sure. And BB team taking a little bit more time to just get the big items. Right. Waiting for that next Roche. It is up and available now, but you can see on the minimap they're just everywhere right now, completely spread out.
Yeah. And that is the downside to the Talon lineup as well, is that it's not built to sort of find individual pickoffs. Particularly when you have, you know, for instance, the Shadow Demon that has Glimmer and, you know, a Pavis going online.
Yeah, and your 2-4-5 is like Puck plus 2 supports that just do not gank well.
Right. Yeah, it's not going to be a good time for him.
Save's going to be the one who ends up with the Shard here. As they clean up that Tormentor.
Very nice. Blink Dagger coming up for WS. Let's see if he can manage to get that one freely. Well, GPK, he's eyeing up the Aghanim Scepter. So very annoying to play against when the supports do not have ways to take off that silence. Ponyo and Yoakum gonna have to have really good positioning to help deal with this.
Yeah, the combination of the Mage Slayer and the Aghanim Scepter too.
Yeah.
It's like reducing all the spells you've got, just reducing all the spell damage that you've got too. So he cuts through everyone. Obviously pretty reliant on a lot of the spell damage on the side of Talon as well, especially when you're trying to like desperately get back into a game like this.
But likewise, if he gets rooted, you know, you're gonna have a bit of a tough time there with that. Something to be concerned about. And look at this. Roche starts to go down. It's a amplified damage
so fast
on Akashi.
And they scan them.
I wonder if they take this fight even with the Aegis. If they get a really good connection and initiation off, amplified damage could still work. They're sticking around.
Saves waiting in the pit.
On BB team, waiting, opening, walks forward, breaks the smoke, realizes up on the high ground. Do they want to go for this? They scan, they still know they're here.
I think they're out.
For the moment, waiting up on that
Oh,
high
they're
ground.
faking with... Are they actually faking with couriers? Is that what they're trying to do right now?
I'm not sure.
Ward did just see the Beastmaster's courier.
I mean, they are all still here. Everybody getting together. Jump forward, Burrow Strike onto that Luna right at the beginning, down to about half HP. Now going, the heal, is it going to be enough? No, absolutely destroyed.
Oh, Miro's gone?
But with the Beastmaster done, now maybe looking forward. Great Hex reaction coming out from Save, but look at him! Akashi just beating them down to death. Can they find around Tokyo? They see him just to the side. A couple more hits is all he's gonna need. The big bad Shadow Demon with the triple kill into the Aegis.
Oh, okay, when Beastmaster's your wall up front and he gets 3-shot by the SF, that puts the fear of God in you.
Listen, the amplified damage, it's no joke. 7,400 damage done. Don't look now, Talon, they might be building something here.
Oh, this is ridiculous. They want to keep going for something. Psycha nearby here. Not feeling any fear as he goes for the Ancients. And they get the replay here. Luna up front, obviously pretty scary, but Miro comes in, goes for the roar, watches HP, boom, 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 just gone. And immediately they're backing. If the Sunray, unfortunately, couldn't get it like quite fast enough to save the Sand King, but obviously it was a lot of damage anyway.
Right, I mean, Sand King did definitely get chunked there, but now reestablishing some area. I mean, Talon are starting to pull things back together here. You can see the vision of their draft coalescing. There is still the danger. You've got the Aghanim Scepter that's going to be completed now for the Void Spirit, but if they can keep this SF alive and hitting, he feels like the strongest hero in this game.
See how they adjust here. I mean, just kind of a similar story for BB Team as last time, like getting an Aegis, but then not really able to get much out of it.
I mean,
so I think they just chill again, because every time they're trying to apply pressure is when things go wrong, right? The fight near the outpost, now the fight near the tier 2 top.
I mean, I'd love to sort of keep an eye also on the damage numbers, because I feel like Psycha just has not been able to really do that much in these fights. He's just sort of been focusing on getting that AFK farm going and keeping the pressure on. You can see one of the lowest in the games.
Less than the Lion.
Yeah, and the majority of it magic damage. When that switches, it's going to be dangerous, but will it end up happening soon? Now Tree, Silence, dead. Have to back away. That's full Satanic done for the Luna. Thinking about it. Waiting for somebody to come across that corner, but don't decide to do it.
Yeah, it does not look great.
Kodo is going to jaunt and blink away. Still stuck inside their base. Only 7,000 gold separating these two teams as the next tier 3 neutral items getting found. Yeah, it's going to be, with BKBs coming out on Talon 2, maybe some more windows where they feel comfortable taking a fight.
Again, though, double Wisdom Runes at 28.
Yeah.
Just painful stuff. Every time it feels like they're getting something here for Talon, BB team immediately just like back, take over the map, they get Wisdom Runes, and then the lead just built right back up. So, I mean, sure, it should have grown larger by now. It's kind of crazy it's just hovering at like 6 to 7K considering the way this game has felt. But as these items get bigger and bigger, like there's just this gap that seems to be forming here on the top core heroes.
Well, and this is
only Akashi who's like...
This has always been the BB team like formula, right? We've seen this before. When they get ahead, they don't necessarily, they're really like cognizant of the fact that they can get into the issues of throw in the game, it feels like at times. And so because of that, they're really hesitant to go high ground, really hesitant to try and like push that advantage, and instead just want to get further and further ahead. It feels like Talon feel confident taking a fight even when they're down like 10K gold. This we could be going for a long haul here in this game.
I think if there's a window to win another good fight for Talon, it's probably before BKB's done on the Void Spirit.
Okay.
Right? Like, because right now they have Blink on Puck, they have Blink on Sand King. They have an opportunity to actually blow up this Void Spirit, and he's just taken out of the engagement. It can happen, you know? But you have the BKB on the other two. He's going in towards his BKB. You don't have Blink on Treant for a really long time, so that like third option of initiation is not going to be there.
Well, to be honest, though, I do feel like Void Spirit hasn't been the biggest issue of damage for them, honestly. Like, he's definitely over the top of it, but it feels almost as if like they're confident taking a fight as long as one of the cores is killed, and Miro keeps presenting that opportunity. But I agree with you. Like, if you can take that Void Spirit out, that's like the road to success there.
I just think it's pretty much impossible for the supports to play because like the way that the big AoE silence versus the Treant Protector is, it's very likely that Ponyo just gets caught.
Yeah.
And then you just don't have any of your spells. You're like not going to get off your overgrowth. You're going to have a bad time.
Right.
I mean, they are going for BKB. Like Makoto's already finished. They're going for BKB next on WS. So the cores, yeah, they don't have to worry about GPK too much in a little bit.
Level 20 on Miro as he's going towards that AC, I think.
Yeah, likewise for Makoto as well. Gets level 20 and gets the improved cooldown on the Waning Rift, so even harder to catch on this Puck now.
Oh, I thought you said Puck was going AC. I was very confused.
Yes, yeah, likewise. The AC Puck. I mean, these days that's not even that crazy, I guess, with how Puck is, but...
Now spreading out. And you can see now also in terms of like the way the minimap is sort of situated, BB team much more concentrated on the Dire's high ground over by those Ancients, and the rest of Talon are the ones that are spreading out, trying to get their farm going. They're keeping that lead steady. It's not sort of growing that much further from where it was earlier. Now there are more objectives to take. They're probably going to be able to steal this Tormentor if they want to, but
it is very likely it's going to be a nighttime Roche as well. They have control of the top part of the map. If they can get some breathing room, they could try and get some preemptive wards near the Roche. But again, that problem occurs where it's just so fast the BB team can take it that as long as they can apply any pressure onto the high ground, they're going to have a good opportunity to just win any Roche fight, because it's going to be pretty much impossible for Talon to get there in a sneaky way. Speaking of a sneaky way, they're coming out of the base. Again, the jump. It's WS, and it's Makoto.
This is huge. They also have a shield rune now on Shadow Fiend. They say Miro.
They're
ready to jump just in a moment. No, he misses the Burrow Strike. I don't know if it's going to matter, though. They're way too strong right now. The Hex is out. Do they have enough to burst the Phoenix in time? Yes, they will. That's a good coil connection, but do they have enough damage from the rest of them? Saika starts to beat into Akashi. He's in trouble. No extra help nearby at all. The Hex is there. The follow-up connection. And finally, BB blow open this lead. That is the fight that they needed.
Yeah, Makoto 1v1s takes down the Beastmaster, but it's not enough. Beautiful Hex there from Save. Just interrupting the teamfight attempt there from Talon. Hex on the dive, really struggling to get these good eggs out. And just fighting into some well-prepared vision here by Toronto Tokyo on that pillar.
Oh my god, and again, the instant Hex! Dude, Save is on one right now. The panel talked about playing the best Lion, and he's definitely showing up right now.
I mean, they dared them, right? Like, we all know Makoto wants to play Ember Puck in this situation. They preemptively picked the Lion. He still picked Puck, and Save said, now what? You know? It's like, knew it was coming. Thank you kindly.
And they're going to end this game now. BB team with one great team fight just jump in and manage to take down Talon. What an absolute masterclass of a game from him. I mean, there were a couple slip-ups here and there, but it felt like they were never worried about the result.
Yeah, it was mostly the issue of just like the team fight is really good. They have to try and keep respecting that team fight and thinking like, okay, you know, sure, we have this giant lead,
right?
But if we go 5v5, it could be a problem. Problems do occur, but immediately they didn't look tilted. They looked like they just reset, went back, farmed away. I saw some laughs a couple times after a few of them died in the fight. It's like, okay, back to farming. You know, we've all had that feeling before.
Well, and I think, too, the thing that I'm looking at that's scary going into the next game for Talon is it didn't even really feel like Luna was the biggest issue. It felt like there were so many of these other heroes, and like the way that BB team played around their cooldowns, played around like their map movements, that was the real issue. Obviously, Luna got incredibly farmed very quickly, but there's this other problem that you're dealing with, which is that the team itself was making just really solid rotations and shutting them down.
Yeah, and likewise, having that big lead early meant that they couldn't do any rotations of their own, because we're talking about having this puck. Makoto not really enabled, I would say, as well. Didn't really have like the damage from the support duo to help out on the actual ganks. WS unable to make moves too, so I think their own draft needs some work too.
We'll see if they can figure out that work as we head on back to the panel, let them break it all down.
They got to take some confidence away from this one on the side of Talon, because there was still that great fight up near the tier 2 for themselves. Lane's obviously a little bit rough, but the Shadow Fiend pick, it was their overall last pick, and it was doing well. There were definitely moments of shining light for it. It looked good. Did like that Makoto was able to play on the puck, but the Lion, the supports coming out from BB team were just stopping everything that Talon wanted to do in that track. So big props to BB team for that and how they were able to transition out of lanes as well, Winter.
Yeah, I mean, it's a SF game, you know. You have to be perfect on that hero. That hero has very little room for error. You make a mistake, especially in the laning phase. I felt like they definitely got taught a lesson, you know, by BBT how to play the lane. And they lost so many heroes in the beginning of the game on top. Miro was so fat because of that. But like you mentioned, they did come back to have a couple of good team fights. I think this is one of the better ones against the Aegis on the Beastmaster here. Somehow managing to get a favorable trade, but they did use a buyback on the Phoenix.
Yeah, I mean, I will say in that particular fight, BB team didn't play it the best, and they had a really good lead, but it looked a little still not perfect there. Like you saw, the Beastmaster was dead, then Nightfall uses his Eclipse while the Beast is respawning instead of waiting for him to respawn and help him get out of that fight. That was like one of the issues there too, and then they just overcommitted a little bit too much in most of the fights they lost. So Talon, yeah, they did come back into this game nicely, but they definitely were not in a place where they wanted to be. You see the DDSF in this fight here, like, he's just sitting there, he has his DD. This Beastmaster thinks he's tanky because he has BKB, but you just have so much minus armor and that extra damage. A little bit of these overcommittal fights from BB team really punished them, but they had a great laning stage. I'm really impressed that Talon were able to hang on to this and not just like tap out after like 20 minutes like most teams do after a laning stage like this.
I want to quote the illustrious TI winner, Fear Darkness, when he said, in Winter, I want you to explain this. He said, Talon failed the BB team test. What did Fear Darkness mean when he said that?
They failed the laning phase, you know. I think you need to be proficient with the laning phase at the early game. And if you can't really do that, I mean, it's not just the SF's lane, you know, like Mikoto, I think he got solo killed by GPK in the lane. I mean, if you can't play the lane, you can't play the game, you know. That's the BB team test.
Yeah.
Why did you ask Winter that and not Fear to clarify?
I just wanted to see how they would react to that. Either of them. Fear had obviously no reaction as usual, but who did have a great reaction to Talon's laning phase was the supports of BB team. We saw Toronto Tokyo on the bottom lane hit 5 stacks of poison on WS in a 2v1 scenario. We talked about it. SD being able to trade on the side with supports so well that he's 1v2ing alone. Like, this is the strength of Toronto Tokyo on a hero that he's comfortable with, and Save as well on the top lane. His stuns out of